What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Talks Too Much with Third Party Studios. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Third Party Podcast. We have a lot to get into today, so we will get started with introductions. How's it going, you guys? How are you guys doing? This is better than last week already. This is instantly better than last week.
Why?
Because I'm not fumbling my words as much.
Wow.
Give it a second.
You're a fumbler.
Fumbler. So we have with me, as always, on the right, Cody.
Hello there.
What have you been tuning into this week? What have you been watching?
Nothing but good stuff, actually.
Really?
Yep. Shogun, I finished that, and it's like one of the top 5 shows I've ever seen.
Shogun's
nice.
still got a lot of hang time. Obviously,
Because they released it weekly, bruh.
Weekly's the best way to do it.
We had that discussion last week.
It's always been,
always
always will be the correct way to do
Yeah.
it. Shogun's on Hulu. It's popular across the board. Like, a lot of people are really singing that show's praises. I mean,
Yeah, there's some idiots out there, though, that are like, is there a dub version? Yes, there's a dub version, but just read. Be an adult.
yeah.
I'd say 80% of it is in Japanese. The other's 20s in
But
English.
reading
I
sucks.
can't follow it.
Reading is so
fast.
garbage.
But it's so good. It's a limited series. This is it. It's they adapted it from the book.
Oh, so
the end.
it's the 8
It's the
episodes
end.
and it's over.
10.
10. I
10
thought
episodes.
it was 8. Okay, 10 episodes
Hour
and it's
apiece.
over.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm glad
Did
that
it wrap up nice?
It's 50-50, I guess, across the board. Like, people are expecting a big battle at the end or whatever, but it's more of a flash forward as the main character is kind of explaining like what's gonna happen going forward.
Oh, okay.
It's like my big plan is working out, and here's what's gonna happen. And so there's like a little snippet of like some CGI stuff, but I don't know. It's more of a character show. The character
story.
developed,
Yeah.
than
That's good.
than it is like action or anything.
We-
It's very political intrigue and whatnot. And
we need more of that. Like, shows that
Yeah.
actually provoke thought.
yeah, it was-
Like, make you think instead of movies that make you stupid, instead of brains that make you stupid.
It's one of those where like the credits start to roll and you're just sitting there like, damn, that was really good.
Yeah.
And you're kind of just sitting there contemplating it while the credits are rolling.
I can't think of the last movie that made me do that. Like, Dune is a great film, but that's not what I was doing at the end of Dune. I was just hyped at the end of Dune.
Dune.
At the end of Dawn.
At the Dune.
Dune.
But yeah, there was that, and then I'm caught up with X-Men '97, the new animated show on Disney.
So that's not really going to be a topic, at least out of the gate. So I'd really like to know a little bit about that. Can you break that down real quick while we're on it?
Like what it's about and whatnot. I mean, it's it's a continuation of the '90s X-Men one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Disney, so a lot of people had very low expectations, like this is gonna be dog shit.
That's what I
But
thought.
it's actually pretty freaking good, and it's got some mature stuff going on into it. We're like, damn, we're like killing off characters and stuff.
Dude, that's awesome. Like, I actually that's what I want. I want that stuff from Disney. It's obviously, we had a difficult time chewing on that. We can't deny we talked about X-Men 97, didn't really have the expectations of it because they were injecting the modern politics into it. Did
Yeah,
that
but
play any part? It doesn't
Not
sound
really,
like it
no.
did.
But like you get lines like, "Oh, I was born this way," and you're kind of like, "Yeah, trying stuff." But it's like, yeah, it's mutants, so it's like you're automatic.
Yeah.
You're all
already
born this way.
You're already looking for like any woke references or whatever thrown in, but it's like, no, it's really just that's the
I think
mutant
it's
thing.
just your brain putting it into there rather than them.
Yeah.
Because they talked about that stuff in the movies way back in the day, like
Right.
all that whole Rogue wanted to change, and then Storm's like, no, we're perfect the way we are, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
that's always been part of
But
the
it's
And
like-
Magneto said we were super perfect.
We're
the way
super
we,
perfect.
The way
we
we
need
are.
to be
Yeah,
better than
charge.
you. Yeah.
everyone's like,
Magneto's right.
putting their own like political agendas onto what Stan Lee and those guys did, where it's like it's an allegory for racism, it's an allegory for gay people, blah blah blah. It's
Are
like
we-
no, they were just sick of making origin stories, so they're just like,
I
just
have-
do this.
I
They're
have a
mutants.
question: are we at the point that we're looking, not just us, but like, are we looking for this thing so much that we're forcing our eyes to see stuff that's not there?
I mean, they programmed it into us.
Oh, for sure. I agree with that. But are we now at this point like, Are
Are
we
we
looking
seeing-
at
are we seeing
so
ghosts?
Are we seeing stuff that's not there?
Yeah, but like with when we went to Civil War too, like there's some stuff in there that you could translate into
You
being,
could, but it wasn't
we were looking past it right away.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I agree with that. Like,
I'm at the
I
point
went in
where I
there
can
looking for
differentiate.
something, and I didn't see anything. Period in Civil War, and
Can
I
we
thought it was good.
Can we say that there's been like, I don't know if we're just not talking about the movies that are stand out bad, but Civil War surprised,
Yep, it was good.
X-Men 97 surprised,
Fallout surprise.
Fallout surprised. I mean,
depends on who you talk to. That's a very divisive one.
Is
Fall-
it?
Like I was okay with the first two, and
Okay.
I haven't picked it up since the first two
I'm
episodes.
gonna go and watch it. I even downloaded Fallout 4 and I started playing last night.
I'm
I've
seeing
been
a
playing
lot
76,
of,
so
I'm seeing
I
a
have that
lot
game,
of response. Like a lot of YouTube videos are divided. Like
Really?
Critical Drinker had like a very positive reception to
Yeah.
it.
and then Mahler did not.
Yeah.
So they had like an hour-long discussion
I want to
about
go
it.
watch it before I like make any
Yeah,
decisions on
and
it,
the
but-
show is that an hour? Is that a weekly release as well?
No, they dropped it all
the
at
whole
once.
thing, so it's
'cause
out.
Prime didn't really have a lot of faith in it. It
That's-
was originally supposed to be weekly.
Okay.
But like
I might
apparently
have
the
it.
further you get into the show, the dumber and dumber it gets. Like the first two episodes are pretty dumb, like
Okay.
situations that are going on. But you can I was looking past it. But
I've heard like because I've watched like review on it too just to get some opinions. I've heard there's a lot of Mary Sue moments or like they stumble into like a critical success kind of thing.
Well, and
Right.
Critical Drinker says that like a lot of the woman who the female lead character Lucy, really?
her name's Lucy.
That's like, but Mary Sue Lucy Sue Woo.
I see what they did there.
Thank you.
What?
Slim
Just because
sees
there's
it.
4 letters in the name?
Exactly.
Exactly.
We need like
Her
a
name is Maria.
we need like
There.
a Kate
We added one.
Lynn. We need like a Kate Lynn or something. No, but no. Critical Drinker was saying that
It's
she
Lucinda.
like her character development is actually it's there. Like she has
Okay.
character development. She goes into the world kind of
Very
naive.
naive.
Yeah, naive and like
Well, she's from. Is that the one from the vault?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you would expect.
What's weird
that.
is like there's like a montage in the first 5 minutes of it of her being excellent at everything. She's like, I'm good at marksmanship, this, and this. But
okay.
then in the actions through the show though, she's like they don't really take that into
yeah.
like she still gets her ass kicked from time to time.
What they need for character development is the Luke Skywalker treatment they had in A New Hope, where they have him putting the helmet on and literally getting shot by a little droid in the asshole. It's like that's the character development we need now.
It's all the training we need.
All right. So any
What
all right.
else? Yeah, I
What
think
else?
that was pretty much it for me.
You gamed on anything? You played any games lately? Anything that stands out?
I actually picked up re-picked up Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader.
Oh yeah, I've played that game. It's really good.
It is pretty good. I've
really
only
good.
really gotten past the prologue, but yeah.
I kind of look back after doing that Warhammer thing last week. I have, and I've played all of them through. I have 15 different Warhammer 40K games. And it's from like Dark Crusades. There's like Total War and like different.
Yeah, a lot
they're
of them are
I started
RTSs.
playing Demon Hunter again, and it's really good.
Yeah,
Like a turn-based
Slim,
equipment.
obviously the Total War Warhammer game is it's a Warhammer game or it's a Total War game.
That's also not 40K. It's Old World, or I forget the exact name. For
Yeah, there's Warhammer and then Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, so there's
Oh, okay, so that's Old
there's
Warhammer.
Old World, and then there's 40K. So there's one that's like medieval kind of thing, and there's one that's like in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Two
two
different
separate.
settings.
Yeah, they're two separate.
Okay.
things.
Same world, but two different settings.
Got it.
Settings.
The question I was getting at was like, as far as it relates to just Warhammer, then not
Mm-hmm.
Warhammer 40K, is the Total War game like a lot of lore? Does it have a lot of lore in it?
It has like it doesn't like shove it down your throat, but you can find all this stuff by reading. Like you get all these factions, and they talk about there's 24 different races. And
Right.
then there's like 4
And I hate them
lords
all.
of- yeah, hate them all, but the humans.
You hear that, kids? If you want to learn about all the different races and what not to like about them, read.
You go conquer the world and enforce your rule.
Pick
So
up a book and
I
become
was
racist.
I was playing a bunch of that. I have over probably 3,000 hours in that game. So
Well, what
I
are
really
you?
liked it.
So Slim, what are you watching and playing this
I've
week?
been like I don't know if I said it, but I was playing Fallout 4. I picked that back up. Been fun with it. Just because we talked
Is
about it
the-
last week, and
Is the next gen upgrade out yet? I don't
no, it's
remember.
not Skyrim. So
No,
they don't
they're
have
doing
10
a
versions.
they're doing a update now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
For Fallout 4?
4.
Oh,
for
they
4
did.
alone.
They did bring that out because it ruined their whole. Some people were making a sub mod of London. It was like a whole game.
Oh,
The
shit,
whole.
that's
It was a
right.
whole different game. Set
Really?
in London, Fallout, and then Bethesda came out and updated it, and
And
they didn't
crushed
say
it?
anything. Completely crushed the whole game. They were just about to release it. They were
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
week.
coming out soon.
It would have been like out now.
Wow.
They crushed the whole game. They can't. Nothing got ported over. Nothing works now. And they said, "Well, guess we put literally thousands of hours into this, and none of it works." So it was voice acted, NPC'd. Like,
Fucking
I'm
Bethesda.
like, that would have been crushing.
That would have been amazing. That would have been so hyped.
Like they had all the landscape. The whole city in London was made, and like I looked at like a demo for the mod. It looked really cool. So I feel bad for those guys. I really do.
No, I mean honestly, modders.
Can't just hit a button.
Yeah, you
update.
Yeah.
The only mod
Re-render.
even the Game of Thrones mod that I started playing with the new series, go check it out.
That was good.
Yeah, even that mod, I hate modders. I hate them all. It's like all I want is plug and play everything. I don't want to think. I just want your thing to work.
And unfortunately, because I try to mod Total War, but you can't put that many into it because every time they update the game,
It doesn't work.
It kills everything, and you can't play your game anymore. Like you have to start a campaign over. Like, well, that was 40 hours into this campaign. I can't play it anymore.
Okay.
So now I have the bare bone mods. I don't even play with mods anymore. It's
So
not worth it.
So Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we have the finale of your Resident Evil.
Yep. I just double checked because I got my new PC and it transferred over, so that was good.
Awesome.
Look at, I'm gonna bring it up and it didn't transfer
No
over the
save
save
file.
I was like, that'll be just my luck.
That'll be another 18 hours.
71.
Longest speed run
yep,
ever.
Yep. Yeah, just I'm not watching too much TV. Just
Just been busy.
been busy.
All right.
House hunting.
Yeah, we're gonna get you into a house
We're trying.
next door. That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
Right next to the studio.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic. Earlier this week I rewatched Limitless.
That's a great movie.
The movie or show?
Bradley Cooper, the movie.
It's really good.
I really, really love that movie.
It's really good.
I don't understand though. While I'm watching Limitless, I'm not seeing character growth. I'm just seeing like intriguing action on the screen and like over analytical scenes and shit. But it's like there's no character growth, but somehow I'm still like attached to this movie.
Good.
I don't get it.
He's
Like
a good actor.
Well, Bradley Cooper's amazing.
I think it's just fun.
Yep.
It'd be like you can imagine you just taking a pill and just being all smart all of a sudden.
Brains at
It's like, oh
100%.
my god, I can use it now.
This is what thinking is.
I thought it was just sex, but no, there's other things.
WWE and boobies. That's all I want to see. That's the world we live in. No, it's so Limitless actually is really good. I'm glad I went back and rewatched it. I've been trying to like go find movies from like the 2000s, 2010s to go back and just remind myself that
the better days.
that there were movies out that were enjoyable once upon a time. Like Inception was such a thought-provoking movie.
It's a good movie.
Love that film.
I like Interstellar more, and it just had its 10-year anniversary.
Interstellar is
I think they put it out in some theaters. again.
Interstellar is just object garbage. I hate it.
Yeah, that's another
Interstellar.
divisive one. I love
hate
it.
Slim, help us out here. Interstellar,
I'm gonna ride the fence like I always do.
you big baby bitch.
I'm neutral. I'm
I'm-
Switzerland in this
Yep.
bitch.
So, also, I need to tell you, I need a narc on Slim for a second here. Like, we were talking about the Warhammer comment, like all the comments on the Warhammer video, and I asked him, I was like, we should pick a side here, right? He's like, no, we shouldn't. It's really divisive. It's
Let's
really
ride the
divisive.
fence.
What do you mean pick a side? You going lefty?
No. The,
No.
Well, so the comments in the comments in the Warhammer video were like 7-1, like people just being like, "Oh, racism! You read 4chan posts. What's
They were
wrong
good.
with female representation in Warhammer?"
Like they have it.
Yeah, it's like we don't acknowledge those females. Only the females that are pissing you off right now. They're the only ones that matter. The rest are never existed.
I kind of stayed away from going into the comment
That's
section.
probably smart. There's hundreds of them.
Obvious-
Over 100 now.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm still new to this YouTube interacting with like comments and fame.
Okay. Yeah.
We have one video that breaks 2,000.
Yeah,
My head
one.
starts to inflate.
Yeah. We're huge. We did it.
We did it. We made it.
We made it.
Talk starts to pick fights with everyone in the comment section.
Yeah. That's why I said not to do it. Like,
Yeah.
don't pick
It's like,
fights
no,
with
just let it
everybody.
go.
Even if I genuinely agree, I'm like, no, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
We're on the same side.
It's just against everyone.
No, we're not.
I'm the ultimate contrarian.
No one contrares more than me. All right, so now I suppose we should get into the main topics of the day. We are going to start by doing a live reaction to the Deadpool Wolverine trailer. Now, disclosure, we've all seen this already, but we're just going to break it down and just go over it. And
Down.
we have never done a reaction video on this channel before, so if the stream vanishes, you know why. So if the stream just ends because we did a reaction.
We pissed off Marvel.
Oh, man, low bar. All I had to do was be white. All right, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. Something is going to break, but...
What were your thoughts going in, first of all?
Ooh, good
like,
catch.
I'm excited. It looks good.
Before you even saw the trailer, though, what were your thoughts of the movie coming up?
Okay.
Oh,
I had little... So, Deadpool 2 was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, mediocre.
Now, and obviously that comes on the tails of Deadpool 1.
Which
Deadpool
is
1
good.
being such a cultural staple.
It was good.
I mean, Deadpool 1 stands out as this iconic moment in cinema that's like... Literally, the movie is a middle finger to the producers in the studio.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's symbolic fuck you. And I love that about it. And then Deadpool 2 came out, and it's like, this feels like a medium superhero, classic superhero film, like another Marvel movie. It didn't feel like just because there was swearing in it, like that it was doing anything special.
Yeah, felt more 20th Century Fox than the first one did.
Yeah. I that's where I was at with it. Slim?
No, yeah, I'm with you on that. I agree
Thanos
with
was
both
in
of
it.
He was in the second one?
Yeah.
I don't remember that for some reason.
He's playing Cable.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Fuck. Thought you meant like him was actually. I was like, I don't think he was. Yes, he was just Cable. I knew that. Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with all that. And then I saw when they announced this, I was excited. So I'm expecting big things.
I
honestly.
was not looking forward to it because it's Disney now.
Yeah.
And I was worried that
I
Disney would
suppose.
really neuter the shit out of Deadpool.
I don't think they're gonna.
Not judging by the trailer.
I
though.
think
I was
Ryan
positive
Reynolds
they
is gonna
were.
be like, we're making this movie my way.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of power behind the
There's a
scenes.
little. We should. I want to mention a little bit of news around that as well. So, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman were both slotted to do. I think it's. I might be getting this wrong. The numbers wrong. I know that the base story is right, but the numbers I might be getting wrong. They were each slotted to do 5 interviews with Joy Behar from The View.
Why?
Well,
Yeah,
the
okay.
breakdown was going to be that like Ryan Reynolds specifically. Ryan Reynolds was going to do like 3 interviews as Ryan Reynolds and 2 interviews as Deadpool with Joy Behar. And that was the marketing. That was going to be the marketing material they were going to use to push the show. Now, first and foremost, I could actually see that being kind of funny.
It would be, I bet, if he showed up in his suit and was just being Deadpool. That'd be funny.
But
I don't know
hate Joy
why you
Behar.
would
I
want to
do
do
too.
it.
Absolutely hate Joy Behar. I can't stand her.
I don't know why, but
But
Why
It'd
would
be
you
funny if
want
they
would
did it
do
with
it,
like
but,
Tucker
yeah.
Carlson or something.
that would be fun.
yeah, that'd be good.
Alex Jones or something.
Alex Jones would be good.
I think Deadpool should be the one interviewing famous people. Do like what Zach Galifianakis did on Between Two
There you
Ferns.
go.
That's so funny.
Do that, like-
those episodes are hilarious.
Well, even make a joke of that because I don't know who has the rights to Zach Galifianakis' Between Two Ferns, but I don't know what
Yeah.
studio
It was like
has
Funny or Die or something.
it. Okay, but like
It'd be easy to get that.
if you had
come
Deadpool,
out.
if you had Deadpool and Hugh Jackman, it'd be like Between Three Ferns.
That's what I was gonna say.
And-
There's just 2 really big, ferns, and then there's a tiny one between them or something. Like just that'd be
See, like
funny.
we are better at this than Disney is. Like that idea is genuinely funny. It would be great, and if Deadpool did the interviewing, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
But the where I was going with this was Ryan Reynolds canceled those interviews, and so did Hugh Jackman. So now Joy Behar is out $10 million that she was committed to, or that she had committed to her for doing those interviews.
What,
What?
2-minute interviews apiece?
Yeah.
5
That's,
of them?
they just burn money. They just throw it around like it
No,
doesn't,
why
like it's
not?
not real.
10 mil.
I hate these people so much.
I'll do a lot more than talk to someone for 2 minutes for 10 mil.
Yeah, if they want to hand out that kind of money.
I'll talk to someone
Call
for
us up.
$5. I'll talk to Joy Behar for $5.
We do it for free.
Tell her everything I think
Every
about.
week we're here doing it for free.
All right, let's do it. Let's see how this goes. Bunch of cluster fudge.
It's instantly gonna
I told you,
copyright
you're
us.
not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere.
As long as we talk over
Now get
it,
the fuck
pause.
out of my
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
All right, so first and foremost, Hugh Jackman's in a bar.
Hi,
Classic.
Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now. Look,
Okay, so
Look, lady.
look, I don't want to talk to
Look,
you.
lady.
I don't want to talk to you.
This is kind of referenced also when back in
Future
Past.
First Class, I think
First
they're
Class
trying to
is
get
First
him.
Class when they came in, Magneto and Dr. Xavier come in and he tells him, get fucked,
Yeah, it's like,
basically.
fuck off. And then
They're
that was the
like,
end of it.
okay, so I think that's what they're trying to reference here.
In First Class, didn't they rescue Wolverine from a facility? He comes out all feral
No.
and tubes all over him.
Nope. So what happened is like they got him for one scene only, and it was
Yeah, it was a later
PG-13,
movie.
so they got one F-bomb, and they go into the bar and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna recruit you for a mission. Go fuck yourself."
Right.
And they're like, "Okay," and they turn around and walk out.
Does anyone know if this Logan is from Logan? Like
Fox Universe. It takes place before Logan.
It has
Okay,
to,
so
because he
this-
died in Logan.
Yeah, he dies in Logan.
That's what I'm. But I'm
But
wondering.
it's the same. It's the same Logan.
Okay, it's the same.
Because at some point in this trailer, it actually kind of mentions it. We'll pause it at that point.
Lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go.
Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40. You don't want this.
I feel that.
Unless you want to take a deep...
You don't want this.
You gotta smile. Smile. Wait for the flash. All right. Honestly, the weapons that Deadpool uses in this universe. I mean, we never really. What I would love to see them do with this is actually have him in a step out of the camera, like off the studio stage kind of moment.
You want him to do like a She-Hulk moment where she goes and rewrites basically the ending?
No, I want him to do a literal fourth wall break where he steps off the set and walks between cameras and shit and goes and talks to the director and scolds him or something. I want a scene like that. He's on set, all the cameras, everything are looking at him. He's like, cut, and then just walks off the set and the cameras keep following him. And
I
he's
think
yelling
that'd
at-
only work if you didn't have any of the other characters in it because the other characters aren't fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, they don't have that.
So it'd have to be like a
mutant
solo
power.
dead scene.
And
That's
then,
like a mutant power of his, correct? That he can do that,
But
quote unquote.
I don't know.
I think it's,
I think it's just
a
the
Deadpool
writers
thing.
want.
That's the way he's written. I don't know that there's actually his. I don't know if it's actually his superpower.
It's in the comics as well. He does
Right.
that kind of
Oh
shit.
yeah, it's very much Deadpool. It's just
breath
don't know
through
if
your
it's his
fucking
character.
He's
forehead.
just
I
he's
suggest
aware
you
that he's in
reconsider.
an entertainment medium.
I think Hugh Jackman in this. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I hate these fucking costumes.
I like him.
I like
I'm
him.
about to lose everything that I've...
Like we all love Peter, but I hate the
You
costumes.
just want black leather. Why?
Yeah, get over it.
Okay? I don't know why I have to sell this idea that the black leather was better.
No.
I don't know why I have to sell that idea to you guys. It overtly is. It's the leather jacket is perfectly reasonable. It's like okay, it's like trying to find a good Bane from the Dark Knight Rises. He's not wearing
all the tubes and
all the
whatnot.
tubes and shit. He's just got a mask with little C2 cartridges in it. His costume's not overdone. No one in the
Because that's based in
Scarecrow
the
from
Dark Knight
Batman
trilogy
Begins.
is based in reality pretty much. It's not
Yeah.
based in the comic book universe.
Well, it's so the original X-Men trilogy that came out, that was kind of how I thought it was properly done. I thought they were doing it right. Obviously, you have these superpowers, but they are as made in reality as possible. I can't believe I'm the only one who has a problem with this. I don't buy it.
You're the only one that has a problem with putting a comic book costume on screen.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I might be that guy. I don't know what Deadpool.
That'd be like putting Spider-Man or whatever in your leather jacket and them swinging around, or
Yeah,
any
why is
other
he in a
character.
spotter suit?
Why is it just the X-Men that you have this problem with?
I don't know. I had the.
You
I
can
had,
say the same thing about DC with the Superman and all them. What's
Right.
wrong? They all have their original costumes.
Although people
Well-
do lose their shit over Superman's underwear
yeah.
not being there.
Well, I didn't. I didn't have as much of an issue with the pre-Infinity or the Infinity Saga Marvel costumes, but as soon as you get to Marvels, at the very end of Marvels, they have that cutscene where they sit there for 10 seconds with the camera on this new superhero you're supposed to recognize and give a shit about.
I don't remember.
I
Oh,
don't.
we didn't
Did you
stay.
sit-
I didn't stay for the end credit.
Oh,
That's
okay,
right.
okay.
I
so-
fell asleep during the movie. I
I
was
walked-
very well rested.
I walked right out.
Yeah, I remember that you got up and let's get this over
Well,
with.
you had already seen the end credits scene, I think, too.
Oh yeah. They're
So that's-
it's when they bring in Beast and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
they bring in Beast and whoever that new woman is,
Yeah.
who's apparently Dr. Ivan Rambo,
I didn't recognize him.
superpower bitch, his mom, and she's an X-Men, but she's got a big lightning bolt with fabric on her superhero costume.
It was lame.
That's the shit I'm talking about. There's really bad costume design, and then there's really amazing costume
But
design.
this costume looks good.
I don't think so. I think
I do.
Deadpool's does, but I
Never
think
cared
sitting next
about.
to, I think Deadpool's
Not my
costume actually
fucking
does
problem.
look really good. But sitting
Is that
next
what
to
you said when your
Wolverine, I
world
don't
went
think
to
Wolverine's
shit?
costume does look very good.
Come again. This Wolverine
that was
let
when he
down
was
his
saying,
entire
was it-
world.
His world is dead.
Yeah,
so
saying
then-
that his world is all fucked up, and that's what like leads into Logan, where like
Yeah.
all the mutants are dying.
basically every mutant it's him, a couple others. I guess he's trying to save X.
And this might
or
like
whatever, 22.
Deadpool might know the future of his being because this is like the TVA or whatever that's in this.
Yep.
It controls time.
Oh, I hate the TVA.
So this might be before all of Wolverine's people start dying or whatever, and then they kind of fuck around with the time and jump back and forth. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but
Because
It'll
here's
be interesting.
Here's where I'm stuck: is Days of Future Past kind of fucks it for me because Logan Wolverine goes from the original X-Men trilogy into the X-Men universe
Yeah.
of Days of Future Past, and
It's
is stuck there.
confusing.
And that's where he stays. That's where like his
Yep.
conscience stays.
Yeah.
And so that's where so I don't know if this is like pre Days of Future Past when he's in
No, it'd
the
be
original
after.
universe, or after when they're in the like.
this would be like the movie before Logan kind of thing.
Okay, are we gonna see any of the like other X-Men characters in this?
Apparently it's supposed to be a cameo.
Best.
Want
I
to
think
talk
the
about what's
fight is
haunting
gonna be
you,
a little
or
bit.
should we
I
wait
hope the
for a
fight is
third
not
act
like super
flashback?
long.
Go fuck yourself.
I was hoping it was coming out sooner too.
That's pretty soon. July.
July, yeah.
I don't know anything about saving worlds.
Yeah, it's coming out in
That's soon.
July. I mean, that's not a long ways off, but I mean, think about what all we got coming in between now and then. We have no movies, no good TV shows.
Planet of the Apes.
We have Planet of the Apes. Is that in May?
I think so.
Gonna be May.
We're gonna
It's
have
gonna
to.
be May.
We're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to do.
Something
one on
comes
that.
out on the 16th of June too. I don't remember what.
That's
the
your
hell it is.
birthday.
17th, but yeah, it was some shitty movie too. I can't
It's your
remember.
birthday. Are we gonna watch it?
I'm gonna go watch this shitty movie.
I don't remember.
It's your birthday. Your choice.
No, we're going to the lake the next weekend.
We're going to the lake.
Oh, that's right.
Also, I think
I'll have that be my 30th instead of going to watch a shitty movie.
when we go to the lake, we should have as many people as possible. We should just share the mics and just do like a whole big group.
That would be
Yeah.
a shit
Let's have
show.
15 people on.
Let's have a 15 people. Like, yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a great time.
Good,
We're all
got a weird
drunk, too.
definition of fun.
It'll be like a buddy comedy, like Deadpool and Wolverine.
But
We're all together.
Do.
Okay, so
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
yeah, I'm trying
You were an
to
X-Man.
stop, but there's nothing happening in this.
You were
There's
the
nothing
X-Men.
happening. There's nothing happening in the trailer besides a slow walk and them talking more and more about saving Deadpool's universe. What's that?
People letting it play.
Yeah. The
I am soaking wet right now.
oh, you got there. Wait. So okay, I want to get to that part where you have Scott Lang's Ant-Man's head. Yeah, that was really cool. Okay, I'm recognizing a lot of these sets. Are they going to like previous sets from different shows? Because they had the forest, and the forest with snow, and that looked like it was from.
There's a lot of forests, bro.
Well, the forest with snow specifically from Age of Ultron at the very beginning of it.
Yeah.
Are they going? Are they?
It could just be a snowy forest.
It could be, but why are they in a desert one scene, snowy forest the next scene?
Because they're
and
jumping
then-
around a lot for the times.
Right. I'm just wondering if they're revisiting specific moments in the.
This is what I'm talking about.
Okay. What's that about? I saw something where they were talking about like all the characters who are in this scene are villains from the original X-Men trilogy.
I want to say the original X-Men trilogy, but villains in the comic books, I think. But I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard to.
You don't know if they're the same actors, but a couple of these characters, like I saw a video where they were breaking it down one by one, just going from like left to right, and a lot of these characters
I
are.
think that red guy was in the like First Class or Days of Future Past or whatever. He's basically like reverse Nightcrawler or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
And the girl on the left with the ponytail, I think she's from Apocalypse. No. She's from X-Men 2.
Sure.
X-Men United, because she was yeah, that one.
About big slow motion action
Dog
sequence.
cool.
That's such a Mad Max reference.
Who knows if you live or die?
Does anyone know who this character is?
Nope.
Nope.
Classic, not knowing who. Oh, female villain. Injected.
Like Magneto-ish powers.
Fucking go.
Telekinesis.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, it's definitely not them. Okay, is Doctor Strange in this?
It's probably Wong because he's in everything.
Yeah, he's.
That'd be cool. I like him.
I wouldn't hate that.
No.
Honestly, I like Benedict Cumberbatch is being a little overused. I don't know. Are they trying to make him the new Tony Stark of the universe, or?
Well, I'd say he's kind of underused. He's only had the one movie since.
He was in No Way Home. He was in his own movie. He was in.
He was in the Avengers, but Wong has been in like every other side project too. He's like in Shang-Chi and all that shit too.
Well, when you have, I mean.
Well, I mean, Wong is the Sorcerer Supreme or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Doctor Strange is just Doctor Strange. I wish they had the John Krasinski. Is that who it?
John Krasinski.
Krasinski.
Yeah, I like him as Reed Richards.
Yeah, he was fan casted, and then they just killed him.
went
They
somewhere.
killed him right
And
away.
then they hired
Instantly.
Pedro Pascal to play him instead. And
Honestly,
but-
Pedro Pascal is overused. I don't
way
care.
over.
I think
I
so
don't.
too.
I don't think he's.
I do like him, but yeah, he's you're gonna get overdosed on seeing him.
He's
and
in
not
every
wanna-
franchise.
I understand the reach for star power also, but like you have A-list actors for a reason. But when you have them in like 9 movies in the same 2 years, it's like, way too much.
TV shows.
Right.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to
Okay.
build a snowman?
I can't.
Okay.
So they referenced Kevin Feige.
It gives
there.
me a little bit of faith that they call out Kevin Feige. It gives me a little bit of faith to think that they're actually like saying these things out loud and pointing at people specifically at Disney. That gives me a little bit of faith.
I don't think they'll mess it up. I think it'll be good.
Honestly,
The thing is, though, it doesn't do anything for Marvel in the future, though.
no.
That's true.
After this, we're gonna get more shit shows and movies.
How could they? I mean, they could land this movie, and I'm optimistic that they could land this movie in a way that obviously Logan's around. If they got Hugh Jackman to do this, they can get Hugh Jackman to do anything. Like,
Well, if this is like because this is like the only movie coming out this year that has a chance to make $1 billion, and if it's very successful, they'll probably just try to get Ryan Reynolds to do number 4 right off the bat. But then we also got like Secret Wars coming out.
yeah,
And that's another cameo fest, and so they're not going to blow their load on this one with all the cameos.
yeah. Tom
Yeah.
Holland plus Benedict Cumberbatch. I like those two together.
Yep.
I like
agree.
Doctor Strange and Spider-Man together. I wish we had a Spider-Man movie in between them, so that you could see Tom Holland's character like dealing with the after effects of No Way Home.
I'll be surprised if they don't make something like that.
Well, they've been trying to for the past since No Way Home came out, but Sony and Marvel can't come to a deal.
was a surprise.
Yeah, Zendaya's off making her movie. You know, she's
Her
gonna have
horror movie.
She's
Holy
gonna have a
shit.
3-way with a bunch of tennis players. Like, it's gonna be
yeah.
great.
It's like this is a fucking tennis porno movie coming
It
out.
basically is.
What a whore!
We all missed you. Oh man, she got Timothy Chalamet. She's got Tom Holland. She's got whoever those two tennis pros will be. It'll be fun.
It'll be a good day.
It'll be a good time.
It'll be a good time.
Oh, I got
But
it.
yeah, I actually got hope.
I do too.
I hope that it lands in a way that sets up Deadpool to be a character in this universe. And
I hope it sets up like the rest of the X-Men,
do you want the
like
X-
a new X-Men, just like
Fresh.
recast,
Fresh start.
Yeah, fresh start. Because I hated the kids X-Men ones.
I did too. The Magneto and the Professor were, I think, the only properly placed cast.
Yeah, and in every live action iteration, they always do Cyclops dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyclops is supposed to be like the man. He's like the Captain of America of the X-Men.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in the '97 show, they get it right.
Yeah.
He's a badass in that one.
Okay, so all said, we have to check that out. Okay, I think we should move on to a second topic because we're half hour and or 35 minutes in and we're on the same topic. All right. As far as like the big news of the week, like what's been going on mainstream, TikTok ban just got just passed and got signed. Now we're not talking.
Last Monday.
Yeah, I don't want to talk the politics of it because that's just bullshit.
No, yeah, we're gonna steer away from that.
But I do want to talk about like social media and like what this is gonna do across the board for like social media companies and their and like.
Well, so they do have, I believe, is 90 days, after it got signed on Monday to sell it to an American-based company.
I'll check you on that. So it's
Oh yeah.
I think
9 months
9 months. Okay.
with so Biden can provide, assuming the obvious thing, but
It's so the Chinese people don't get your personal information.
Information
It's
is
so
what
the
they do.
American get your personal
Yeah.
information.
so
Yeah.
it's 9 months from the day it was signed, plus the president has the option to extend it an additional
Okay.
90 days, so up to 12 months total. So that's where it kind of stands right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm kind of like either way, it's like ban TikTok. It's a horrible app and blah 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 blah. And then the other side of me is like, well, you can't just start banning stuff.
yeah,
That's fair.
it's a
That's a good point.
It is a really mixed bag. Like
yeah.
I'm
It's like I don't like it. I hate social media,
But why are you making
you gotta
decisions
give
for us?
yeah.
my take on
People
this
should have the freedom
is
to decide whether to ruin their lives with social media or not.
Yeah,
I,
it's true.
I don't think this passes like lawsuits. Like I think TikTok's obviously going to come forward and say, did the federal government just name us specifically in a targeted
Yeah.
like policy?
That's a
Your
good
laws
point.
in America forever will say our company's name specifically. You're going to need to prove a substantial amount of damage in order to have
Yeah.
a law against us as one company. Now, I mean, because this
They
law
probably-
doesn't ban like Chinese invested companies.
Yeah.
It's TikTok specifically.
yeah.
Right.
So I have a hard time believing this will survive like the court scrutiny and stuff like that. My big thing on this is what I would have preferred is just if you're so concerned about first off, the claim is that it's all your privacy and data. It's all going overseas to the Chinese government, et cetera, et cetera. Well, if you're concerned about people's privacy, make a policy that protects people's data and rights and then apply it to all social media platforms evenly.
Yeah, that'd be a better
But
idea.
but because you're perfectly fine,
It's not about that, yeah.
yeah, it has nothing to do with the Chinese government.
It's America going, I want my people's personal information.
Exactly. And they just passed a law.
That's a good idea, but I want it.
All right.
Yeah, it's honestly TikTok. I wish Snipe was here because he could speak to the he loves TikTok, and I know TikTok has like 137.
He gets all of his news from TikTok.
Yeah. Well, TikTok has like 137 million users in America.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I don't have
That's
it.
almost
a
half
third.
the country.
That's like a little bit more.
knows?
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
mean,
such a
yeah.
huge amount. It's so absurd. And honestly, I don't have a problem with TikTok existing as a
Well,
platform.
does that count? Because like on a lot of phones, it comes pre-downloaded too.
Probably. I mean, yeah. Like I think it's
Or is it
users.
talking about
Like
users,
set up
like the
accounts?
account?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's users, not installs. But all in all, I think TikTok. Yeah, I took a
You
slip.
thirsty?
I am a thirsty boy.
I
Tik-
hope it caught that. Probably did.
It did.
Yeah,
It-
Good
the
mics.
clanking around.
There was a
and-
loud ice
a little
cube
gulp.
in my water bottle. No, honestly, TikTok going away, I don't see it as being the big win that we really needed. As
Well, it's
far as,
not
like-
going away either.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
It's just either the Chinese will have it or we'll have it. It's still going to be around.
Well, so that's the thing is like it forces the Chinese government to divest within that window of time or ban. So it's A or B.
Right.
And if the Chinese government doesn't divest, which it sounds like they're not interested in divesting. I mean,
No, do you think they're going to play ball?
well, and who could buy
Yeah.
it? The company itself is like a $50 billion company. Like no one can afford to just buy that
Is
company.
it going
out.
to lose a lot of its worth, though, because of these announcements?
I doubt it.
No, because people on TikTok don't care or aren't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean, they're geniuses. They're so smart. No, we should hate on all of the 137 million people in the U.S. who might subscribe to the
Yeah.
You guys have a
Screw you.
You guys suck.
Fuck all of you. Unsubscribe.
Well, honestly, it's also like TikTok won't like change their terms of service where it's like once you agree and you're signed up, anything on your network that we can see, we get.
From what I've heard, too, and, like, I obviously don't know how true like any of this is, but, like, they said TikTok already came out and said, we have a ton of things in place protecting people's data. You know, you got to take that with a pinch of salt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
You got
Yeah.
a pinch of salt. You got
Sure.
with a truck of salt.
I don't know. There's some social media that just sold like 10 million of their users' private information to like some other company. I can't remember, but it happens all the time
It
behind
happens,
the
right?
scenes. Like social media is always selling people's stuff.
Yeah. It is.
And that's how you get random ads at stuff you were just talking about or something.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is,
It's even showed up on my Reddit now. I was scrolling through Reddit and it'll suggest a new subreddit. That's something I was like looking
Yeah.
into. Like Shadiversity came up too.
did it really?
Yeah. And it's just people shitting on Shad. I'm just like, I won't follow that.
Yeah, I love. First off, I like Shad. I
Shad's
like his
awesome.
stuff a lot. The social media, like if you're gonna do anything, just protect our private data. Just protect our private data from all companies. Just there's no like it's just our information is just a freaking commodity now that just gets bought and sold like any other commodity.
It's instant too.
It's
all
frustrating as
instant
hell.
all the time. It's crazy.
Like Facebook knows when I poop.
It
I don't
does.
even have Facebook.
It does.
They just bought that from Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans should know when I
Hop
poop.
on Facebook while you're taking a dump and all you see is toilet paper advertisements.
Leave me alone. They're so quick about it too. I remember like back right before getting married, we're like looking at stuff on Amazon or like even on my computer, we're looking at stuff. I go on my phone no more than 5 minutes later on Facebook and instantly
It's wedding stuff.
Wedding stuff. I'm like, I wasn't even on the same device.
Right. Honestly, so I don't know like what the final result will be. Obviously, TikTok's been fighting for a long. This isn't a new fight.
No,
it's
they've been trying
going
to
on
get
for
TikTok
quite
banned for a few
while.
years now.
This is probably the biggest hit TikTok's faced. by-
Probably.
by
Well, yeah,
far,
because it
right?
got all the way to the president and he signed it. So yeah, it's big deal.
Yeah, there's other videos online of people talking about like who could even afford to buy this,
Nobody.
and they're all people who would be far worse than the Chinese government to have your information.
Well, like Bill
Jeff
Gates and
Bezos,
stuff.
Jeff Bezos.
Bill
Let's go.
Yeah, Bill Gates. They pointed to like a few policies.
Bezos already has all of your info if you shop Amazon.
Oh, for
so.
sure.
Honestly, like Musk could. I don't think Musk could afford it.
I don't think you should. I think you should buy like YouTube, Google, or something.
Just buy Alphabet. Oh, all right. So enough.
You
on-
know, could you imagine how free Google would be if Elon was in it? Where people aren't walking on eggshells and replacing words with other words in their videos.
Oh, what a world we'd have.
It's a dream.
I mean,
a dream.
X alone is honestly like this haven of like free speech and it's safe to actually talk and shit. And I like X a lot.
Right? You can say gamer words as much as you want. Won't get banned.
Well,
Like Melanie Mac. She says the F word all the time.
I like what Elon Musk was doing. I think it was Brazil, who like the Brazilian government was like, they were threatening Twitter with some fines or something. And so Musk was like, we're just going to put it in all your fucking schools. So I'm butchering the shit out of that story, but it is definitely worth finding that story and looking it up at some point. All right, so we should finish up on Games Workshop has some recurring news. Like we have some more to come back to for Games Workshop and the Warhammer 40K stuff.
Our least divisive video.
Yeah. That did so. I mean, I'm concerned that this is gonna look like us just going back to it because it was the biggest content.
I don't care.
I just want to.
It wasn't because we had this discussion before like I even started like gaining traction because I saw
just started hearing.
I saw a quick clip that the CFO dumped like 2/3 of her
right
her
and then
stock in it, and
I
I'm
just
like,
started
whoa!
hearing-
I'm like, that's not good.
I just started hearing a bunch of rumors about it too, just like today or the other day.
Yeah.
So the fight is still happening with a lot of these like bootlickers saying that no, it's always possible that there could have been female custodies. And first off, objectively, it's not possible. It's never been possible. Whatever you're saying to yourself right now, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself, and you're just inflating the issue just because you want to be a contrarian and be on the opposite end of this fight. Like, that's
Well,
all you're doing.
If it was always a thing, this wouldn't be a big deal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If it was true, we wouldn't have all this news and all these articles and all this,
Yeah, I'm
smoke
pretty
blowing up
sure the
city.
guys that spent thousands of dollars in this hobby know more than some like
Yeah.
activist Twitter.
Well, I got into a debate with someone in the comments about this like very specific author, like one author among like a couple hundred that over the last few decades has contributed a significant amount to the Warhammer universe. Like he's written plenty, but apparently he said that he was going to put female custodies in a previous work, and Games Workshop shut it down. And so my response is, so he didn't.
Yeah.
So he didn't move the
Didn't
needle
do it.
at all.
It's
So
still not canon.
So a guy who
wasting
wanted
our
to do a
time.
thing wasn't able to do a thing. That's your argument for why that thing was always possible.
Well, I'm hearing now that Amazon's the one that wanted female custodies because of the new show that's coming out, and Games Workshop didn't want it. But they had to bend the knee to Amazon anyway.
They're very rigid, like we said the last one, on what they do and don't allow into the lore because they stick to it pretty good.
Games Workshop
Usually.
was the Games Workshop. It's not that they reference a female custody in the what's
Books?
it's the I wanted to get the specific book right, but
Oh.
I'm sure I'm gonna get it wrong.
There's so many
But
books.
I think it's the Adaptus Custodes.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the Codex Adaptus Custodes. So there's a specific reference in that book that came out that points to the female custody. But Games Workshop followed it up by saying that there have always, ever since like the 10,000 or
Okay, yeah, that said it's in the upcoming
here.
one.
Okay, since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians, and this.
It makes them sound like they're a bunch of female janitors running around.
Yeah, there have always been women who clean. Ever since, I mean, even before 10,000, there were always women who cleaned.
And that's Warhammer official, not
Mm-hmm.
not.
Did you see the other statement they put out to where it's like, it's something like Warhammer is all inclusive and blah, blah, blah. And if you don't agree with us, then goodbye or whatever. So it's like you're not that
That's
inclusive.
weird.
Yeah, just like they had an article that came out
You
calling them
won't be
bigots.
missed.
And they're not saying they're not inclusive. There's like they're just trying to follow the lore. There's like tons of like strong females and their characters and their backstories. They already have their place. Why are you trying to shoehorn this thing in?
Yeah, it's
Right.
like the Sisters
what-
of Silence or like
That's the Battle Sisters. They have their
Battle
own
Sisters.
chapters, and they're like some of the most feared, like part of the army of the Imperium. It's like they're crazy trained and all this stuff. Like I've watched like tens of videos.
I
of
think
Well, I
this
think
is
a
the
big-
post I was looking for. I think this is the post I was looking for. We should go through it real quick. So, in 1987, as Men from the Start. So this is Grums. Follow him on Twitter. This is what I've been looking for. We had a difficult time finding this post. So in like the original books, the Adaptus Custodes, Inner Guard, which privilege being permitted, these men never leave Earth. That's not very inclusive wording.
How dare you?
That's very specific. And then going forward, they
Canceled.
have all of the artwork, all of the trading cards from the Horus Heresy trading card game in 2003, all male trading cards. And then you have Brotherhood of the Demigods. I think it was this one that I wanted to pull up. Yeah, allowing every dynasty that had offered its sons to claim their children as the successful ones alive and well amongst the Golden Brotherhood. Like,
Well, now they're like, okay, so it's like they're gaslighting, like sons meant like everyone or whatever. And I think like people are pissed off that they're trying to shoehorn this into the lore, but I think people are even more pissed off that Games Workshop is gaslighting everyone and saying it's
Yeah.
like it's always been a thing. It's like, no, you're fucking lying to me. And I
Yeah.
don't like being lied to.
yeah. Well,
Just say you're putting it in because of the X reason.
well, and I would like, okay, so there are going to be people, if this video is as popular as the last one, there will be people in the comments who are like, there's always been female custodies. Okay, challenge to you in the comments,
Find it.
find it.
Copy the link. And
Show me the receipts.
We are on
Show me the
Instagram.
sheets.
We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We have a Discord. We have all sorts of different places. If you send us anything that says it as a matter of fact in the lore, we will bring you on a future episode to rip our ass apart. Like, we have the technology now.
We
can
have the
bring you on-
technology.
We can bring you on
We can
Discord.
bring 'em back.
We can bring you on Discord. We'll invite you into the live stream, and we will apologize in person if you can find it.
I'll eat crow. It's fine.
Slim will eat crow. Slim will eat crow. But it keeps going. It's not even a little bit. The sons of nobles, the Brotherhood. This is overt. This is decades and decades of them being males, and then like Warhammer official just says it, and we're supposed to eat that. The answer is just no. Also, I love this post. Okay, so I might need to zoom in here, but on Games Workshop's own website, 25% of their stock is owned by BlackRock, Vanguard Group, and Billy
That's about
Gifford.
right. That's about right.
I think it's that for a lot of entertainment companies.
That's true.
Well, it's like
They kind of own the world.
Well, so I mean, people are pointing at Amazon right now, but I mean, the people who push this agenda and everything, Billy Guilford's platform, yeah, this is like their diversity and inclusion statement on their website is diversity does it come from? They're gonna put this in everything they touch. This investment management group is gonna push diversity in everything. You're like.
Just keep us distracted, right?
Yeah, I'm not at all convinced this is good faith. This is real. Like, no, you're not convincing anyone with your bootlicking bullshit comments saying that, well, there always could have been, so why are you pissed? No, this is why we're pissed. It's all right
not
here.
mad.
I'm pissed. You don't have to be pissed.
You're mad for two of us.
I'm mad for everybody. I represent the frustrations of an entire
I'm just in
group
this camp
people.
of, yeah, of course they do it. It's not surprising
No,
anymore.
no.
So with everything, they're always trying to push DEI. And it's just killing a lot of stuff. I mean,
One of the comments was we were using woke wrong. I'm like, no, this is what it
That's why I told him he needed to step back and take a breath because he's like, it's wrong. He's in like all that comment.
Well, people are saying you're using the word wrong. I'm like, no, it's the praxis of identity politics. It's like you're inserting identitarianism into all of the work.
We're getting him worked up.
well, it's like with all this DEI stuff, it's actually starting to close companies down because there's been another Sweet Baby incident.
I wish
it's
we
like
pulled that up.
Zao or some
Yeah.
some game just came out, and no one bought it, and so that developer is closing their doors, and it just came out too.
Yeah, good. Go
Good.
down
So
burning.
if you're associated with Sweet Baby, it's gonna take a huge hit in your sales.
well, and you don't need to.
Or gamers, or black girl gamers, or whatever these
Well,
companies are.
there's so many of them.
They're all dumb names too.
Another issue I have with like this woke thing is that like you don't have to really take the high ground on this. Like people on the right, people in the middle, people on the left, everyone injects their philosophies into their own work. It's nature. It's natural.
for sure.
Like Tolkien injected his belief system into his work. Like you either like or don't like that, but like you can't disguise to me that they are putting their values into this project and then gaslight me into thinking that they're not. Like they're putting their value system into their work. Okay, but you're lying to us saying that it was always there. It's not true. Slim, when you want to touch base on the CFO thing, I think you mentioned
I
it.
did already.
You mentioned it in passing, but you didn't break
Oh
it.
yeah, well, just that's kind of how I got part of this news. You know, it was earlier in the week, and I just kind of came up, and it's like an article that said amidst all this stuff, the CEO dropped 2/3 of her stock, and I was like, that's bad sign. That's really bad. Like, what does she know that we don't know, kind of thing? What's
all of the money.
Oh yeah,
As
like,
chief financial officer,
Yeah.
she runs all the money.
Yeah.
She touches
so
all of it.
She knows that they're going to take a big hit, so she's like, I don't want this stock. I'm going to lose.
There have always
amount of
been
money.
female CFOs.
Yeah, it's, okay. It's in the lore.
It's in the lore. Ever since the 10,000. But I think the other another cool comment that came up from Twitter was the former Epic Games executive. I think he was like in charge of like their business development.
Yeah.
Thinks that Amazon did it intentionally to lower Games Workshop's prices and in an attempt to buy them out. Obviously, they have their new show coming out, but I'm going to come down just to his comment directly.
Yeah,
so,
play that game.
Alexei Savchenko, if I was Amazon, I would continue applying pressure with the TV series for lore changes, dismantle Games Workshop relationship with its fan base to drop their price, just to buy them pennies on the dollar, and then launch TV faithful to the lore.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. Just
the
saying.
TV show is just faithful as fuck.
Well, those are not like. First off, I bet Amazon would do that. That sounds totally on Amazon's in
yeah.
Amazon's playbook.
It
I bet
does.
it's in the 3rd or 4th page of their playbook. But faithfully adapting lore is not something Amazon is necessarily known for.
Not
Yeah,
really.
but
It's
if
very
they-
few shows.
If they do exactly that, are faithful to the lore, and then all of a sudden people start watching the show and buying minis again, and then all the stock goes up and makes them fucking bank. It's a good idea.
Exactly.
Little tinfoil hatty, but
It
Yeah, I
it
could
is.
see like
Also, the
I could see like a lot of live action adaptations. I mean, we're already getting quite a few.
Yeah.
But it becomes like a really big thing because like when One Piece came out, the anime blew up here in the West hardcore. Everyone was watching it. When Fallout came out, all of their games went up
I
significantly.
started playing Fallout 4.
And Rings of Power came out. The book started selling like crazy.
oh my god,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Rings of Power and Halo are the biggest.
Halo's the only one that hasn't gotten a big bump.
Because the games suck. Well,
Well,
the new ones do.
I think I don't remember
I
if
like
the
the old
show came out after Halo Infinite or before Halo Infinite.
I don't
I think
remember.
it came out after Halo Infinite,
I heard-
then the show. I think.
Halo Infinite looked like trash anyway.
I was only playing it for
I didn't
multiplayer,
play it,
and it
but-
started to suck more and more.
Halo Infinite was the last straw for me because I was like, oh, awesome, we're getting a sixth
New-
installment of
yeah,
Master Chief's
Master
story.
Chief and-
But then it made the Halo War games like required reading, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm so fucking out. And then
Halo Wars was fun.
the end for me, I uninstalled the game instantly after this line. Cortana's talking to one of the brutes in the moment, and she's like, you know there's things on this planet that are far worse than the Flood. Uninstalled.
No, there
Not
ain't.
fucking, no.
No,
Bullshit.
there ain't.
There's no. The Flood is end game material
It
in the
is.
Halo universe. Like,
The end
there,
of the world. That's what the whole Halo rings were for. To eradicate the Flood.
yeah, there's, no. I uninstalled instantly after that line. I was
We're
like,
gonna make a bigger baddie.
we didn't get to, so in the Halo standard games, not the Halo Wars games, we didn't get our, like, conclusion to Cortana and Master Chief after Halo 5 when the Guardians are now out there. The AIs
Yep.
convert and start sabotaging the USNC. Like, we didn't get our, like, payoff in a video
I
game.
kind of forgot all about the story after
4 or 5, Reach.
Reach.
I played through 5 and Reach and both Halo Wars.
I played 4 and 5, but I don't remember the story at all.
It's forgettable.
Well, 5 is when Master Chief goes rogue and
Yeah,
Locke
yeah.
goes after him. So
But
they
I don't really remember specific points in that at all.
They were trying to, hunt down.
Oh yeah, they got hit hard with lawsuits about false advertising too.
Yeah, because they were making the game about Master Chief, and it was as much a Locke story. It was super.
Well, and it was supposed to be like them
how you
against
sell
each
it.
other the entire time,
Yeah.
and it really wasn't.
They had like one mission where they were like chasing each other, and then
Yeah, and then they were buddy after that.
Yeah, then they had like 100 Spartans on one team.
Oh. ODST is still the best.
No.
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 Yeah, I'm in that camp.
No.
Gosh.
No. You're wrong.
No.
Reach.
1 through 3.
Reach
was
is
good.
the best. Reach
was
is
good.
the best Halo. You're fucking wrong. I will fight anyone on this topic.
I like
I'll fight
Halo
you.
Wars.
Reach.
Oh, on this topic? Oh, I thought we were just gonna fight.
Reach is. I don't.
Tune in next week. We'll
I don't
have
pick
'em
fights I
fight.
can't win, Cody. So I can beat you in the Halo conversation. I don't think I could physically beat you.
No, because it's subjective.
It's
And-
not.
Yep.
Reach is overtly better. It's just better than whatever your ODST bullshit is. Your failed Madagascar, Wakanda forever.
You guys
like,
should do. We gotta talk about this on that. That'd be funny.
honestly,
I'd have to get drunk for it to get enough passion. So I'm really not that passionate about it.
Halo Reach is like where I live in video games. Like that's like
where I live.
that's where the
my
Halo
home.
Reach in my mind is the perfect video game story.
It's good.
On
It's fine. I guess.
no,
It's fine.
the words
whatever.
you're
It's
looking
fine.
for is perfect.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up
Infinite's
there.
better.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode
Think
of
about
Third Party
50 better
Podcast.
stories.
Share the video around there and subscribe to the channel. We are trying very hard to get to our 1,000 subscribers this year. If you can, consider subscribing. It's free. It helps us grow, and it would give us a lot of support. Really appreciate it. Smash the like button on this video, and we will see you guys